way too loud. Evening, everybody. How are we? Thank you very much for joining us. It is Saturday, the 27th of November. How are we? Hope you're all well. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday evening and getting ready for another 50-question quiz, plus all the usual bits of chaos that we normally put up on a Saturday night. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us. This evening, I'm just checking I've done something right. Yeah, this evening, sorry, completely off topic. While you're watching this, I am currently hosting a wedding reception up in Newcastle, so I'm completely off grid tonight. This is going to be very weird for me tonight. Not the wedding and stuff's going to be really, really cool because they've got an awesome theme for their wedding reception tonight, which is really cool. I'm glad to be a part of it. But it's more the fact that I'm completely and utterly off radar. For the last, while the pre-records have been on, I've always had one eye on my phone, keeping an eye on what's going on, anything controversial, trying to jump in. And Beck and Alex have both been on social media as well. But tonight, because I'm hosting a wedding, and it'd be very, very rude to be having one eye on my phone whilst the quiz is going out, it's going to be on complete and utter silent in my back pocket. So I won't know anything until I've finished the quiz, until I've finished the wedding reception and get back to the hotel tomorrow night. So yeah, I'm completely off radar tonight as you watch this. So hopefully, I don't think there's anything controversial in there this evening. I think we should be all good and ready to go. So, but yeah, if you are new, thank you very much. We get started in about 13 minutes time. You've got, or if you watch it, that's a good point actually. If you're watching this on, because it's pre-recorded, if you're then watching this later on, you can skip forward 13 minutes unless you may have a shout out or what. In fact, no, don't skip all the way through because I've got something quite cool to come before we start the quiz this evening. But yeah, so thank you very much. If you are new around here, welcome along. This is Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. We've got 50 questions for you, split across 5 different categories. And then on a Saturday in the 2 breaks, we have, you've not got dingbats tonight. No, I have decided to change it up a little bit. You've got an anagram set for break 1. And they do have a theme. They're not just like 9 random anagrams. That would just be weird. So you've got anagrams for break 1. And then, as always, you've got a connecting wall. In the style of Only Connect for break 2. But yeah, other than that, I hope everyone's well. There's not really much time elapsed since finishing Thursday night's quiz and then pre-recording this one this evening. I've got a couple of people to say hello to. There's not many on there, which I'm not expecting really for Saturdays. Obviously, it's a bit weird. But there's still people who do want to say hello to, so I'll do that shortly. For those of you who are playing on Thursday, I went straight away to go and join up with my quiz team. And yeah, that went well. Yeah, that really didn't go well at all. I always say if you get 50% on a quiz, you've done really, really well. That's always the benchmark. We got 24 out of 50 and had an absolute shocker. When I walk in the door and they're already throwing questions at me going, what do you think about this one? What do you know about this one? Do you know this one? Do you know that one? Yeah, didn't go well. But hello, Roy and Ryan. Hope you're both well, because I'm sure you'll both be playing this evening. Yeah, so maybe that is a level way above even a Quizmaster level play that we played on Thursday night. But yeah, other than that, it's all good in Nerd. Everything's hunky-dory. Thank you for your very sweet messages around the person who decided to invade the quiz on Thursday night, my little munchkin. I'd been out for dinner with my sister-in-law and her 2 little ones. So he still wanted to come and say goodnight, which I always do. Doesn't matter if I'm at home or away, wherever I am, I will always still say goodnight to him. So yeah, he was, bless him, and he was very, very good because he came in, I think it was about a couple of answers away from the end of what the section I was doing. So what you can't see is there. But obviously it was extended, just getting him to stop and wait. And he did. And he didn't move. He didn't say anything. He stopped. He waited and then came over. Wasn't expecting him to want to jump up onto me and come and say hello properly. But thank you very much. It was very sweet messages I saw and very sweet comments. So thank you very much for that. And apologies if, yeah, he didn't delay the quiz that much. But yeah, so other than that, we're all good really. Everything's good. A couple of people then to say hello to. I did see a couple on social of the medias. Just trying to find them. Hello to Claire Adams. It said, I would love to leave shout outs, but for some reason Facebook shows me the post 12 hours too late. Yeah, it's the algorithms. I saw Jason Manford talking about this during the week actually. Facebook's having a weird do at the moment, unless it's a video of someone going live, which he noticed. I think he did a live video because he's in concert in December, and there were a few tickets left, and he was trying to let everyone know there was a few tickets left, which was the right thing to do. And he worked out that if he just posted a link, no one saw the posts, whereas if he went live, then people got the notification, got the fact that he went live, and that's what usually happens on a Thursday night as well. With us, and then the rest of the posts, they doesn't get fed out to that many people. It's Facebook's just having, like I say, a very weird moment at the minute. The algorithms are having their I think they're having breakfast, lunch, dinner, and tea as well. So so I'm not quite sure what's going on with them. But I was quite pleased when I saw that from Jason, because I thought, oh, okay, so it's not just us. So yeah, apology. I mean, yeah, some people, I mean, I very rarely go on to my personal Facebook, but when I do flick through, it's like 3 days later I'm seeing, because it shows you when the thing was posted, and I'm seeing stuff from 3 days before. So yeah, a bit odd on there. Hello to Bill Tutor as well. Good evening. Talking about the CB radio connection from, apologies if you've not played Thursday's quiz and you're watching these in different order. Talking about CB radio connection. Yeah, a lot of them were from, so I pulled off the internet, pulled off a list of CB radio handles, and then obviously went through that list to then find the easiest ones to make questions around. So things like yardstick is when some of them were American terms, some of them were British. They were more for things like truckers and traveling and stuff like that. So yardsticks, like I've just passed, yardstick 4 or whatever it might be. I can't remember what bulldog was, and a few of the others. So that's that. Things like bandit is I think it was like someone who was doing something stupid. Starsky and Hutch was down for police for America. So that's where they all came from, really. So that was that. But hello to you, Bill. Hello to the newbie, Linda and Claire. The Yorkshire Puddings, Sarah. The other half of the Bakewell Tarts, Claire and Brian. So hello to all of you guys. Hope you're all well. Kim and Carol, where are you two off today? Let's have a look. They are going to be lovely and Christmassy, going for a full-blown three-course Christmas dinner at a nearby pub, followed by Beauty and the Beast pantomime at a local theatre. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, no, you're not. I'm sure that's not where you said you were going. Anyway, let's not get into pantomime season yet. So yeah, hopefully you've had a good time there as well. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. And had a good giggle there, no doubt. I'm sure you will have done. And then I saw this as well. No, you weren't too late, Naomi. Hello to Alex, Ruben, Adam, and Owen. Oh, okay, yeah. Just wants to say glad you're feeling better, and also wants to thank the support workers who looked after them all while they were isolating as well. So yeah, hello to all of your support workers there as well. But yeah, Alex, Ruben, Adam, and Owen, glad to hear you are all on the mend. But yeah, hello to you, Naomi, as well. There was something I saw actually. I want to see if I can find it quickly. I don't think I'll be able to find it quickly, because it's someone I do want to say hello to. And I don't know if you play on a Saturday. My word, we get tagged in so much stuff on Twitter. There it is, found you. Hello to Natalie Prowse as well. And she does this every week. And I always forget to mention Natalie on a Thursday, because I always see it after I've done the quiz, and then I'd then sleep and then forget about it again. But yeah, hello Natalie Prowse. Every week she takes a screenshot of the quiz on Thursday. So this one, that's what I mean. I know it was in the middle of the quiz. Not the best of screenshots, but anyway. But not the screenshot's great. It's my sort of positioning. But with 9 seconds to go before the start of the quiz, and she's posted #it's week 88. So thank you for those, Natalie. I do see them, and I do love the fact that they're on there. But yeah, week 88. Wowzers. Time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, so hello to you, Natalie. I don't know if you play on a Saturday, but yeah, good evening. Hope you and everyone are well. Jim Newman as well. I did want to say hello to Jim. I know Jim plays on a Saturday. Hello to Jim and Selena. I saw this tweet as well during the quiz on Thursday as well, saying, nice to hear how Jay used what 3 words this week while I was doing the quiz. Jay just gets cooler. Well, I wouldn't say that. I don't think I've ever been called cool in my entire life, Jim. But yeah, no. As I said, yeah, that is something that's very, very cool. That I needed that for. More to come on that. I'm just trying to find out a date and find out if I can get there as well. But it's something to do with the bench number 3 Riverside View. My bench on Victoria Embankment. We'll obviously keep you posted on that when we can get you more information on that. So yeah, but other than that, all good. So I mentioned this on Thursday. I'm going to play this now. I mentioned this on Thursday. And so just a bit of background for those of you who don't know. So back in May, I took a team Some good, very, very good friends of mine. We went down to film an episode of Eggheads that went out a few weeks ago. We did terribly. We did really badly. But it was the first episode of the new series on Channel 5, which is really cool to, be a part of their move across. And Jeremy was lovely, and the Eggheads were lovely. I still maintain that, we should have picked it anyway. Yeah, but anyway, so we didn't do brilliantly. But we've built quite a good relationship with the team, the production team, and obviously Jeremy and the Eggheads, etc. And I know some of them do play. Now, I don't know if they play on a Saturday, but I know some of them do play on a Thursday. So been talking, they're looking for new people to play in the new series, and the prize money is, at the moment, it's in quite a good position because they have been on a great run and they're doing really well. And I said that they were goading you guys, and that there was no way that they were saying, "Oh, this, Jay's virtual pub quiz, Jay couldn't even beat us, so there's no way people playing along would be able to beat us." And I just turned around and said, "Well, do you know what? If they think, if they think that they can do it, then come along and say something." Well, one of them would like to. Here she is.
Hi everyone, it's Lisa from Eggheads here. I hope you're all set and ready for the quiz. Before you start, I thought I'd warm you up with a teaser question. Here we go. Which 1952 US presidential candidate is one of the first people recorded as being labelled an egghead? Now, for those of you scratching your heads, good luck, I'll tell you the answer in a minute. Those of you who are going to ask me a hard one, do you fancy coming on the show? Maybe challenging the likes of me and my mates? Yeah, of course you do. If you fancy applying to be on the next series of Eggheads, go to eggheads@12yard.com. Email eggheads@12yard.com, or visit the website at www.12yard.com before December the 10th. Look forward to seeing you there. Oh, the answer. The answer is Adlai Stevenson. But, you already knew that, didn't you?
So yeah, thank you, Lisa, for that. Very much appreciate you taking the time to put that together. So yeah, if you do feel like you can beat the Eggheads, go on, go and beat them for us. It'd be brilliant. But yeah, they're a great bunch as well. Really, really friendly. They were absolutely lovely, nice conversations and stuff. Jeremy was brilliant as well, and as was all of the production team who looked after us on the day. Because bear in mind, when we filmed this back in May, there was still a fair amount of there weren't as many restrictions, but there's still a fair amount of restrictions. And they were absolutely lovely. They were brilliant. They really looked after us on the day and made sure we were all kept safe and well and everything. So yeah, if you want to give it a go and beat them for us. It'd be great. Really, really appreciate it. You've got 2.5 minutes to go. I've broken the timer, as you can tell. Flipping from video to video. All worked earlier when I tried it, when I ran it through a few times. But yeah, there we go. So I've broken the timer. But yeah, so 2 and a bit minutes to go. Last few people to say hello to our Jebral Nut Jobs in the Patreon Discord server. Good evening to all of you. Hope you are well. I'm sure you are. And a special hello to our YouTube live chat legends as well, who I do want to talk about because I do see a lot of their comments. Our YouTube live chat legends are the ones who are in there talking early on, usually in from sort of 6:30, 7:15, talking away to everyone and, helping out with new people who might come along to the quiz and don't know how things work. And they have called in what we call the pre-roll, which is the 10 minutes before the quiz starts. And before I come on, they have basically adopted the final song, which is called Before You Go. All the details are listed in the description of this video because all the music gets labelled up in there. And they basically have started, I've seen in the YouTube live chat over the last few weeks, they're starting to try and write lyrics that would go over the top of it. They've adopted it as their song, so they're trying to write the lyrics for it. Guys, how are you actually getting on? Because I've not really kept up to date with sort of where you're up to with it, but how are you getting on writing those lyrics? Because there is nothing, in this world, there's nothing, if you don't ask, doesn't, you'll never find out the answer. So there's nothing stopping us maybe having a chat with the person who recorded the original and saying, look, would you mind if we just overlaid some lyrics on top of this to use on the quiz? And turn it properly into the YouTube live chat legends song? Doesn't hurt to ask, does it? So we can always give the ask, but yeah, let us know how you're getting on. I'm sure one of you, I think, have you not set up a Facebook group, did I see on Thursday, just for the YouTube live chat legends? So you've all got somewhere to go and have a chat during the quiz. Am I right in thinking I saw that, or was I completely and utterly delusional on Thursday? But yeah, let us know how you're getting on. Let us know, if it was just a joke idea and I've missed the point completely. Let us know. Right, you've got 30 seconds before we get underway this evening. Picture round. entertainment, blockbusters, connections round, general knowledge, anagrams for your first break, and an Only Connect style grid for your second break as well. Grab your pens and paper. 10 seconds to go. I don't know why my camera... Oh, yeah, I was going to say I don't know why my camera's wobbling again. There we go. No, shush, 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 shush. Thank you. It's because the time wasn't on screen, so I needed to make sure I hit my timers. Right, so it is Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz live. Thank you very much for... Well, it's not live, but it is Saturday, 27th of November. It's all live as you watch this. Thank you very much for joining us. So let's get into it. We start, as we always do, with a picture round. 10 random pictures, starting with this. Now I'm reading that. I don't think I'm 100% right on this, but name the healthcare brand. Healthcare? Yeah, they're not really a cosmetic brand. Name the brand from this logo for number one. That's a great start, isn't it? Made sense when I wrote it earlier. So name the brand for number one. I've just remembered as I'm doing this. It's just something I've remembered that I need to include in tomorrow night's quiz, or as you're watching this, tonight's wedding quiz, I need to include. Number two, name the country from the flag. So name the country from the flag for number two. They've asked for a specific flag for the wedding, that's all. It's just suddenly remembered. I've got it in my notes, but at least I've made another note. Number three, name the photography brand from this logo. So name the photography brand from this logo. Number four, who is who is this? So who is this for number four? I'm just typing away in the background for something I needed to change for your break. Just the header. Number five, used in emergencies. What is this? So used in emergencies, what is this? Number six, name one of the presidents on Mount Rushmore. So I only want one. So there's four there in total. Just name one of the presidents on Mount Rushmore. Number seven, what is this note symbol called? So what is this note symbol called? Number eight, who is this? So who is this for number eight? Number 9, name the cartoon character pictured here. So name the cartoon character pictured here. And finally, number 10. So what year is this date? Now, I realised after I'd put this into the quiz that some people may not be able to see that clearly. So I've put the letters there for you, MDCCLXXVI. So what year is this date? So we move on. Entertainment then for you. Here we go. Number 1, movie, TV, and music. Number 1, in which film would you find the quote, "They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom"? So in which film would you find the quote, "They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom"? I don't know why my mouse is squeaking. Which Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat song gave Jason Donovan a 90s hit single? So which Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat song gave Jason Donovan even a 90s hit single? Question 3. Jimmy Perez was a detective inspector in which TV series based on which Scottish islands? So Jimmy Perez was a detective inspector in which TV series based in which Scottish islands? Number 4, according to the 1971 musical comedy title, where was the fiddler? So according to the 1971 musical comedy title, where was the fiddler? Number 5, which former Commodores band member's first solo hit was a duet of Endless Love with Diana Ross? So which former Commodores band member's first solo hit was a duet of Endless Love with Diana Ross? Number 6, who played Simon Templar in the original 60s TV version of The Saint? So who played Simon Templar in the original 60s TV version of The Saint? Number 7, what was the name of the 1981 historical sports drama based on the true story of 2 British athletes at the 1924 Olympics? So what was the name of the 1981 historical sports drama based on the true story of 2 British athletes at the 1924 Olympics? Question number 8. Which singer teamed up with Artful Dodger in 1999 for the debut chart single Rewind? So, which singer teamed up with Artful Dodger in 1999 for the debut chart single Rewind? Question number 9. What was the name of Channel 4's alternative music show to Top of the Pops? I think it did about 5 series in the 80s. What was the name of Channel 4's alternative music show to Top of the Pops? And finally, question number 10. In which movie series did Reese Witherspoon play Elle Woods, who was a trainee lawyer? Well, she was in the first film anyway. In which movie series did Reese Witherspoon play Elle Woods, who was a trainee lawyer? So we finish out the first. Jumping straight in, we finish out the first part of the quiz with a blockbusters round. Here's number 1. What TM has works that include Hate and Power Can Be a Terrible Thing, My Bed, and Billy Childish? So what TM has works that include Hate and Power Can Be a Terrible Thing, My Bed, and Billy Childish? Number 2, what SCAP is associated with Rice Krispies? So what SCAP is associated with Rice Krispies? Question 3, what JR was a fictional detective created by Ian Rankin? So what JR was a fictional detective created by Ian Rankin? Number 4, what C is the study of the heart? So what C is the study of the heart? Number 5, what HW was UK Prime Minister when the first moon landing took place? So what HW was UK Prime Minister when the first moon landing took place? Number 6, what F is another name for the thigh bone? So what F is another name for the thigh bone? Question 7, what M has the chemical symbol Hg? So what M has the chemical symbol Hg? Number 8. What GK was the founder of the Mongol Empire? So what GK was the founder of the Mongol Empire? Question number 9. What CT was written by Geoffrey Chaucer? So what CT was written by Geoffrey Chaucer? And finally, question number 10. What P can be king, emperor, and macaroni? So what P can be king, emperor, and macaroni? Okay, so there we go. That is your first 30 questions for this evening. So we're going to take a short break as we always do then at this point. So head on over to social media, Twitter and Instagram, if you need to see those again. They'll be up round about now for you. So head on over there if you need to spend any more time on those. So your anagrams. So as I said, I've no dingbats this week. Anagrams for you for your first break. So there's 9 in total, and they are all pantomimes. I thought the season was starting to kick in. So these are all pantomimes for you. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not on screen. Let me get rid of that and put on that. There we go. And put on that as well. There we go. Perfect. Go back to that. Right, yeah. So they're all pantomimes. I will see you after this. No, that one. See you after this. Okay, right, we'll give you another minute or so on those while I do... Yes, we'll give you another minute or so on those. Yeah, how are you getting on with them? Yeah, I quite like... I've always been really good at anagrams. I don't know whether it's because... I don't know why. I just... Yeah, whenever they... I've said this before. Whenever they come up in the pub quiz, I'm sat with the team, it's always me that sort of, gets them quite quickly, especially on the speed quizzing ones as well, where, you haven't really got the letters in front of you and it's literally like, right, and go. And then you've got to sort of think about them in your head and what have you, and then come up with an answer in 20 seconds. I always seem to do really well at those. So... Righty ho. Okay, we're going to give you the answers then to these in 3, in 2, in 1. There we go. So, number 1 is Cinderella. Number 2, Aladdin. Number 3 is Dick Whittington. Turn again, Dick Whittington. Lord Mayor of London. That's the line. I couldn't remember the rest of it then. Number 4 is Snow White. Number 5 is Peter Pan. Number 6 is Puss in Boots. Number 7, Sleeping Beauty. Number 8, The Wizard of Oz. And number 9, Mother Goose. I've only ever seen a few versions of Mother Goose knocking around, but it was on the list of pantomimes, so I went with it. Need to alt-tab myself out of that. There we go. Okay, right. So, how are you all getting on so far? Yeah, how are you getting on so far? Let us know, as you always do, across social media. We'll give you the answers to these very, very shortly. Just to let you know, I think Beck posted a link, or was going to post a link on Friday, so hopefully she did, otherwise this will make no sense. But on our social media, thanks to the team at Mirror, they have thrown us in as well, along with their Black Friday promotion. So there's 30% off the book if you order it direct from Mirror Books. Yes, there's a nice little Black Friday offer on there, and a lot of you have been messaging about the Prezi Box notepads, and the ones that are pre-formatted with all the quiz bits and stuff. We are hoping, hopefully they will be available, but they are available part of the bundle. And the bundle's really cool because you get the notepad, you get the Christmas bauble, which I don't have to hand behind me, and the mug and stuff as well. So they do make quite good gifts, those. But yeah, so they're all available. So yeah, they are available as part of the bundle. You can buy the A4 notebook on its own, which isn't pre-formatted, but yeah, it's really cool stuff on Prezi Box. And it was only the other day that realised that we've been working with Prezi Box pretty much since the beginning, and they're still with us. So we're very proud to be part of Prezi Box's team. So thank you very much to all they do for us. Right, let's give you some answers then to your first part of the quiz. Let me push that button there. There we go. So we started as we always do with a picture round. Here are your answers. Number 1. So name the healthcare brand from the logo. It is Dove. Is it a healthcare brand? I don't know. I can't. Yeah, I don't know how you label them. I should have had a look in the break. Anyway. Yeah, so Dove for number 1. Number 2, name the country. That is Mozambique. Number 3, name the photography brand. That is Polaroid. Number 4, who is this? That is Caleb Cooper. If you've just put Caleb, it's absolutely fine. He is the guy who is incredible, to be fair, because he keeps Jeremy Clarkson in check from Clarkson's Farm. Yeah, and he's... I watched an interview of him. I don't know how old the interview was, whether it was earlier in the year or what have you. And he was just saying that he was just finding it incredible to walk down the street and people know who he is. I know you're feeling. I know how you feel, Caleb. It can be odd. Number 5, used in emergencies. What is this? That is a flare gun. Love the fact it's got on the side of it warning that just says warning. Point towards up. Sure. Okay. Number 6, name one of the presidents on Mount Rushmore. So you can have either of these: George Washington, Jefferson, I can't remember Jefferson's first name, Teddy Roosevelt, or Abraham Lincoln. So I've just put the surnames. If you just put the surnames, it's fine. But any one of those will get you the point. I would guess 90% of people went for George Washington. That's the one I think probably most people would have gone for, or Lincoln, either of those. And number 7, what is this note symbol called? It is a treble clef. One for the music aficionados out there. And number 8, who is this? That is Isaac Newton. Number 9, that is the cartoon character Andy Capp. I don't actually know if Andy Capp's still going in the papers anymore. I'm not sure. I don't read a newspaper anymore. And number 10, what year is this date? That is 1776. And for the complete date, it is July the 4th, 1776, Independence Day. So again, happy Thanksgiving to all of our American friends over the last couple of days. Hope you had a good time on Thursday. Your entertainment answers then. Number 1, in which film would you find the quote, "They may take our lives, but they will never take our freedom"? It is Braveheart. I was trying to find if that quote was actually said by William Wallace at any point, or if it was just something they put in the film. I couldn't find it because I wanted that really for general knowledge. You know, whose famous quote is this? But yeah, so I went with it because I know it's from the film. Number 2, which Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat song gave Jason Donovan a 90s hit single? It was Any Dream Will Do. I closed my eyes, drew back the... Number 3, Jimmy Perez was a detective inspector in which TV series, based in which Scottish islands? The TV series is called Shetland. Again, I learned... This is another one that popped up from Thursday night. I learned about this on Thursday night. My friend Ryan says it's very good and I need to watch it. Number 4, according to the 1971 musical comedy title, Where Was the Fiddler? It was on the roof. I think it might have been up there with Robson Green and Jerome Flynn. Up on the roof. Can't remember the original recording artist of the song, so that's why I went with those two. Number 5, which former Commodores band member's first solo hit was a duet of Endless Love with Diana Ross? It was, of course, Lionel Richie. Hello. Yeah. Number 6, who played Simon Templar in the original 60s TV version of The Saint? It was Roger Moore. Number 7, what was the name of the 1981 historical sports drama based on the true story of 2 British athletes at the 1924 Olympics? It was Chariots of Fire. Number 8, which singer teamed up with Artful Dodger in 1999 for the debut chart single Rewind? It was Craig David. Rewind. When the crowd say Bo Selector. Number 9, what was the name of Channel 4's alternative music show to top the pops? It was called The Tube. Yeah, I did look at that. It went for about 5 series, and it was like the Tube was like the underground version of Top of the Pops, whereas Top of the Pops was all nicely sugar clean and coated and what have you. That's the wrong phrase. It was more sort of the indie scene and stuff like that, all the stuff that BBC wouldn't play. Number 10, in which movie series did Reese Witherspoon play Elle Woods, a trainee lawyer? It was Legally Blonde. And your blockbuster answers then. Come on, there we go. Number 1, what TM has works that include Hate and Power Can Be a Terrible Thing, My Bed and Billy Childish? It's Tracy Emin. Number 2, what SCAP is associated with Rice Krispies? It's Snap, Crackle and Pop. Number 3, what JR was a fictional detective created by Ian Rankin? It was John Rebus. Number 4, what C is the study of the heart? It is cardiology. Number 5, what HW was UK Prime Minister when the first moon landing took place? It was Harold Wilson. Number 6, what F is another name for the thigh bone? It is femur. Femur. I don't even know where that came from. Moving on, number 7. What M has the chemical symbol Hg? It is mercury. Number 8. What GK was the founder of the Mongol Empire? It was Genghis Khan. Number 9. What CT was written by Geoffrey Chaucer? It was the Canterbury Tales. And finally, number 10. What P can be king, emperor, and macaroni? It is penguin. There is a type called macaroni penguin. Would you believe it? So, tot your scores up. How are you getting on so far? 30 points available on the table for you. Actually, remember the break stuff is just for fun in the breaks, but yeah, 30 points available so far. How are you getting on back home in the comfort of your living rooms or pubs, or how are you doing? And how are you doing against the people you're playing with as well? That's just as important. Or if you're playing on your own, how are you getting on compared to where you normally are? Let us know, as you always do. I'm looking forward to this, like I say, because I'm, like I say, at this moment, I'm currently hosting a wedding reception. So I'm looking forward to getting back to the hotel and just going through and seeing how the quiz has gone down tonight. Bedtime reading before I go to sleep. So yeah, that's if I make it. That's a very good point, because there's like red weather warnings in place for wind and stuff over that way at the moment. So listen, my argument: Dorothy got back from Kansas. I'm sure I can get back from Newcastle. No, Dorothy got back to Kansas. I'm sure I can get back from Newcastle. That's what I meant. Right. That one there. So still to come, connections round and general knowledge as always. Connections round tonight, I think it's a bit easier than Thursday nights. Once the answers start falling into place, I think it will become clear. It should be fairly simple. And I know at this point in the general knowledge, in the general Patreons Discord server, one of them is about to go. I know what the connection is. It's Monopoly. It's not Monopoly. Here's number 1. What is the Cockney rhyming slang for hair or a hairdo? So what is the Cockney rhyming slang for hair? Number 2, who formed the formidable SAS partnership with Alan Shearer that helped Blackburn Rovers win their only Premier League title? Ooh. So who formed the formidable SAS partnership with Alan Shearer that helped Blackburn Rovers win their only Premier League title? Now I had to put that, I was just going to leave it as who formed the formidable SAS partnership with Alan Shearer, but then I thought a lot of you might have gone sort of Teddy Sheringham, but yeah, these two are known as the SAS. Number 3, what was the name of Ricky Gervais' character in The Office? So what was the name of Ricky Gervais' character in The Office? Number 4, what is the correct name for a car stroke taxi for hire? So what is the correct name for a car stroke taxi for hire? Quite synonymous with like the black cabs, etc. that you see. I saw an electric one in London as well. I thought that was really cool. Number 5, who is on, start again, who is the regular team captain alongside Ian Hislop on Have I Got News for You? I know he missed a series, but who is the regular team captain alongside Ian Hislop on Have I Got News for You? Number 6, what is the name of the popular Irish sausage brand beginning with R? So what is the name of the popular Irish sausage brand beginning with R? Ah. Number 7, what is the capital of Jamaica? So what is the capital of Jamaica? Number 8, complete the name of the song from the musical Me and My Girl. Doing the walk. So complete the name of the song from the musical Me and My Girl. Doing the what walk? Number 9, what does the G stand for in GMT? So what does the G stand for in GMT? And as always, question 10, what links all of those 9 answers together? So again, on paper, it didn't look too difficult tonight. So if you have found it difficult, I do apologise. Same with Thursday's connection. Again, on paper, it didn't look difficult, but as they say in football terms, quizzes are, well, actually quizzes are played on paper, aren't they? Never mind. Yeah. I'm going to get booed out of this wedding. Okay, finish off then with 10 general knowledge questions, as we always do, starting with this one. How is the gentleman Paul David Hewson better known? So how is Paul David Hewson better known? Number 2, who wrote The 3 Laws of Robotics? So who wrote The 3 Laws of Robotics? Question 3. Which fashion designer was found murdered on the steps of his mansion in Miami in July 1997? So which fashion designer was found murdered on the steps of his mansion in Miami in July 1997? Question 4. What is the oldest university in Scotland? So what is the oldest university in Scotland? Number 5, get some nuts and you're not you when you're hungry were slogans used to advertise which chocolate bar? So get some nuts and you're not you when you're hungry were slogans used to advertise which chocolate bar? Question 6, the Dragons is the nickname for which country's rugby league side? So the Dragons is the nickname for which country's rugby league side? Number 7, how many characters were allowed per tweet when Twitter was first launched? So how many characters were allowed per tweet when Twitter was first launched? Number 8, what does the Internet Speak acronym TMI stand for? So what does the Internet Speak acronym TMI stand for? Question 9, what was the first thing to be rationed during World War II in the United Kingdom? If I highlight that, that's going to make it worse. If that's the first mistake tonight, I'm not too worried. But what was the first thing to be rationed during World War II in the UK? Well, it's the first one I've seen anyway. And finally, question number 10. Du Gamla, Du Fria is the national anthem of which nation? You see where I'm going with these. There's been a few of these now. Du Gamla, Du Fria is the national anthem of which nation? As everybody sits at home and goes, right, time to research our national anthems. He's been doing this with flags. Now he's on to national anthems. Right, we need to get on to them. That's your final question then for this evening, as we'll give you the answers shortly. I'm going to pop up another Only Connect style grid for you to get your teeth into. If you've not done one of these before, 4 sets of connecting words. There's 16 different words coming up on screen. All you need to do is find the 4 different sets of connecting words. So there's some red herrings in there. They'll send you off on a different tangent. I think this is steady away. I've got it on my other screen now and I know what they are, but looking at them, I'm sort of focusing in on, certain ones that go together. So I'll put this on your screen. And then I will see you. Oh, hang on. It's that one there. Take yourself off screen. Put the timer on. Put that on. And I'll see you after this. So I've just looked out the window. There's a very distinctive sound of driving, and drivers will know this as well. And I just thought, that can't be right, surely. Weather forecast here for Darwin. Yes, we've had the weather warnings and stuff. And at the time I'm recording this, it was supposed to be fine. So I've just looked out the window, and we currently have about 2 inches of snow. I don't know where that's come from. I really don't. It's not going to make sense. It should probably by the time you come around to watch this, it'll be gone. But yeah, the weather forecast did not have snow at all for here. I think I need to have a look at train tickets to get to Newcastle now. But yeah, so there's 2 inches of snow outside. It stopped snowing. But I could just hear as the cars were going up and down the road, that sort of, that distinctive, I knew it wasn't raining. I thought, well, maybe it's been sleeting. But no, this is full blown 2 inches of stuck snow to the ground. So this is going to be fun because I drive an electric car and they don't do too well in the snow. Anyway, right, let's give you the answers then to these. Oh, this is going to be fun tomorrow. If I'm not live on Thursday, you know why. Right, let's give you the answers then to these in 3, in 2, in 1. Boom, there we go. So your first 4, you've got spike, dig, block, and set. They are volleyball terms. So you spike the ball, you dig it, you block it, and you set. I used to love playing volleyball in school. Your second set, Pluto, Odie, Dougal, and Scrappy. They are cartoon dogs. Your next set then, you've got Mars, Venus, Mercury, and Saturn. Should have been the obvious 4 because, well, Pluto's not a planet anymore, but they are obviously planets. So Mars, Venus, Mercury, and Saturn, they should have been the ones that you should have got first. Which you've got your last 4, Master System, Mega Drive, Dreamcast, and Game Gear. They are all Sega games consoles. Sega. Do, 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 do. Oh, is it? Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's alt-tab my way around them. What screen do I want to be on? No, not that one, Jay. Oh, there you go. Nope, still not on it. Good round. There we go. Okay, right, get your marking pens ready. Let's get through. I think it's just gone, if my maths is right. With my timers and stuff, it should have gone just about 12 minutes past 9. Right, let's get into your answers for the final part of the quiz. See how you did tonight. Here we go. Oh, push the button too early. Anyway, connections round then. Number 1, what is the Cockney rhyming slang for hair? It's Barnet Fair. You'll hear most people say Barnet, but the correct one is Barnet Fair. That's where it comes from. Number 2, who formed the formidable SAS partnership with Alan Shearer that helped Blackburn Rovers win their only Premier League title? It's Chris Sutton. Number 3, what was the name of Ricky Gervais' character in The Office? It was David Brent. What is the correct name for a car stroke taxi for hire? It is Hackney Carriage. Number 5, who is the regular team captain alongside Ian Hislop on Have I Got News for You? It's Paul Merton. Number 6, what is the name of the popular Irish sausage brand beginning with R? It is Richmond. They're skinless mini, they're to die for, those things. I love those. Skinless chipolata ones, they're brilliant. Number 7, what is the capital of Jamaica? It is Kingston. Number 8, complete the name of the song from the musical Me and My Girl. It's Doing the Lambeth Walk. Doing the Lambeth Walk. Hey. Number 9, what does the G stand for in GMT? It is Greenwich. Greenwich Mean Time. Greenwich Meridian Time, depending on which website and book you read. And what links them all together for number 10? They are all London boroughs. Kingston upon Thames in there and stuff like I got really confused because I was trying to put Hammersmith in, and I for some reason I got Hammersmith confused with Hammerstein, and it all got a bit chaotic for a while I was writing that. But there we go. So general knowledge then, number one. How is Paul David Hewson better known? Bono from U2. Number two, who wrote the Three Laws of Robotics? It was Isaac Asimov. Great film, that, iRobot. Number three, which fashion designer was found murdered on the steps of his mansion in Miami in July 1997? It was Gianni Versace. Gianni Versace. Is the film out yet, or is it coming out soon? Not sure. Number four, what is the oldest university in Scotland? It is St Andrews. Number five, get some nuts and you're not you when you're hungry were slogans used to advertise Snickers. Snickers, get some nuts. That was the Mr. T advert. Number six, the Dragons is the nickname for which country's rugby league side? It is Wales. Number seven, how many characters were allowed per tweet when Twitter first launched? It's 140. Number eight, what does the Internet Speak acronym TMI stand for? It is too much information. Number nine, what was the first thing to be rationed during World War II in the UK? It was petrol. And number 10, Dugamla Dufria. I've probably pronounced that really wrong, and I apologise to our two friends over in Sweden, the two weird dots above the O. But Du Gamla Du Fria is the national anthem of Sweden. Du Gamla Du Fria? No, that's not going to work. Stop offending Swedish people, Jay. Review your scores. How have you got on this evening? Tot your scores up out of 50 points. Let us know how you've got on. I have a tiebreaker for you as well, and I quite like this one. No, I'll put the tiebreaker on first. I'm not going to give away any hints, and I'll tell you afterwards. So, in the song Sing by Travis, how many times does the word sing appear? So I'm not including the title in this. It's just in the lyrics to the song Sing by Travis. How many times does the word sing appear? Okay, answer in 3, 2, 1. 42. Now, if you do an internet search for this, it comes up as 43. I spent 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. I listened to the song I did it 3 times through. I was going to do it a fourth, but then I did it 3 times through because I had the same answer every time. So I sat there and listened to the song 3 times through and counted them down, and it is 42. If you Google it, it comes up as 43. In fact, actually, one of them comes up as 39 when I was checking earlier. But yeah, 42. Nearly know it word perfect now. But there you go. That is your quiz for this Saturday evening. How have you got on? Let us know across social media. I'm very much looking forward, like I say, when I finish the wedding this evening, to sit down and go through some of your tweets and some of your comments and stuff. So do let us know how you got on this evening. So that is it from me for this Saturday. Back live on Thursday night. As always, same time, usual place. 7:50, 8 o'clock I'm on, and then first question at 8:15. Patreons, if you're watching, don't forget it is the big Patreon Zoom speed quizzing quiz. I think I need to find a snappier title for that. But it is that is coming on Friday night. So I'm going to post all the details on Monday as to what you need to do to join. So it's big Zoom quiz. We're going to ask you to let us know if you're going to be playing along on Friday night. I've got a couple of prizes to give away and stuff like that. So that is on Friday night. 7:30 for an 8 o'clock start with that. So yeah, don't forget that's coming, Patreons, and then there'll be another pre-recorded quiz next Saturday evening. That is it from me. Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you very, very soon. I need that one there. That's it. Let us know how you got on this evening, and we'll see you soon. As always, for me, take care. See you soon. Stay safe.